right, the meeting's going to come to order. Good evening. The City Council will convene on Tuesday, November 22nd, to hold a regular meeting at 7:30 p.m. for the purposes of discussing any and all business via in-person and remote participation in accordance with Chapter 48 of the Massachusetts General Laws and Sections 20A, B, and C of the Acts of 2021, signed into law by Governor Baker on June 16, 2021. Alternative public access to this meeting shall be provided in the following manner. 1, this meeting is being televised live by Peabody Access Television on cable channel 9. 2, real-time public comment during public hearings can be addressed to the Peabody City Council using the Zoom virtual meeting software for remote access. Users may view the meeting and make a comment or question to the chair via the audio option. Please visit www.peabody-ma.gov for Zoom information. This meeting is being taped by the Peabody Access Television and is also being recorded by the City Council stenographer. Please rise for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here, the motion from Councilor Gould for approval of the record. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. All right. We have no hearings this evening. Reports of committee. We were going to have a committee of the whole. However, that has been postponed. Attorney Don Kahn had a death in the family, so I think we all send our condolences. We'll be rescheduling that. Moving on to item 6, motions, orders, and resolutions. Councilor Gould.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a co-motion with Councilor Peach to have the sidewalks redone at 32-236 Highland Street. So 32, 34, 36 Highland Street. Apparently, it's a complete nightmare. Somebody has tripped for the 3rd time in the last 4 months. I know if we try to do an emergency preamble, kind of helps, but we'll try this and we'll see how we do. Thank you. That's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
You heard the motion from Councilor Gould. All in favor? Any opposed to the vote? Councilor Gould, is that?
No, all set. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Gould. Councilor Rossignol.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, motion to receive item 7H and refer to the ad hoc committee on municipal marijuana. So moved.
It's also got to be Councilor Manning Martin. I was just going to say it usually goes to the planning board and the ICD because it's a zoning change. Councilor McGinn. Councilor Manning Martin.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
So this is the mayor's proposal to the council to amend the marijuana establishments to allow essentially recreational marijuana. Yeah, I'm not even going to vote to accept this. I don't want anything to do with it.
Councilor McGinn.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. So this is a zoning request, and you're right, under normal circumstances when it comes to us from a party in standing, and 40A is pretty clear who has standing. The right thing to do would be to refer it to the planning board in parallel, starts a clock. In circumstances like this, where there's plenty of precedent for it, we have simply referred it to a subcommittee and then taken action from there. And given the nature of this, I think Councilor Rossignol's motion is appropriate to perhaps do that in isolation and then decide at that point where to send it based on the will of the committee. Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilor Rossignol, did you want to make that motion again? I apologize. I'm doing 2 things. I was just listening to.
Motion to receive and send it to the ad hoc committee on marijuana.
All right, you heard the motion from Councilor Rossignol. Any discussion on the motion? For any further discussion on the motion? Councilor Manning Martin.
My remarks remain to that motion as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. We'll do a roll call vote, please.
Councilors Gould. Rossignol.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
No.
Peach. Yes. Welton. O'Neill.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Gamache. Sorry. Turco.
Yes.
Daigle.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
Motion carries 9-1.
Counselor Rossignol.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, motion to receive item 8A and refer to next meeting. So moved.
Hear the motion from Counselor Rossignol. All in favor? Any opposed? To vote, Counselor Rossignol.
No further motions. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Counselor Rossignol. Counselor Manning Martin.
No motions, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Peach.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 7I and refer to the Planning Board and ICD.
Hear the motion from Counselor Peach. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor Peach.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive and approve item 9A, all papers being in order, taxi limousine driver's license for Dennis Giannis.
Hear the motion from Counselor Peach. All in favor? Any opposed? To the vote, Counselor Peach.
No further motions.
Thank you, Counselor Peach. Counselor Welton.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to request DPW fill a pothole at Robin Road between number 2 and 4 Robin Road. So moved.
Hear the motion from Counselor Welton. All in favor? Any opposed? To vote, Counselor Welton.
Thank you, Mr. President. No further motions, but I did want to report that a number of you attended the Public Safety Committee meeting that we held at the Brown School a few weeks back. I had a chance to meet with that committee and meet with the mayor again today. I did want to report that 2 of the crosswalks that exist in between St. Anne's and the Brown School have been painted over to remove the number of crosswalks that are there, which after discussions with the police department may have been contributing to some of the safety issues with that road. So those have been removed. There's additional safety measures that will be continued to be implemented and discussed, but I did want to make sure that the public was aware of that. Lastly, I wanted to thank Peabody Fire Department and firefighter Brophy for scheduling last Saturday, a tour of the stations and a walkthrough of sort of the day in life of the fire department. I thought that was very helpful for the counselors that were able to attend, so thank you. And that's it.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. President. No motions this evening. I just wanted to take a moment and wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving here, and as well those watching, if you're traveling near or far. Hope everyone has a safe trip back and forth. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 7A, B, C, D, E, and F, and refer to Finance. So moved.
Hear the motion from Counselor McGinn. Counselor Welton.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't know how best to do this, but with item 7C, if I could recuse myself, as I'm an employee of the Northeast Arc, and I don't want to appear to have any conflict of interest. I don't know if that's appropriate at this point, or...
We're just going to receive it tonight, Counselor, and then you can accuse yourself at the following up meeting.
Okay, thank you. I'll recuse myself from receiving it if that's okay.
Okay. Counselor Melton,
I'll
McGinn.
remove that one from the motion if it makes Councilor Welton more comfortable, and then I'll make a separate motion on that one.
Very good. Thank you, Counselor. You heard the motion from Counselor McGinn. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. And then Counselor McGinn.
Move to receive item 7C and refer to Finance. So moved.
We'll take a roll call vote on that.
I apologize. I just realized I missed 7G. Pete. Okay, sorry.
Councilors Gould,
Yes.
Rossignol,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Peach.
Yes.
Welton,
Present.
O'Neill,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Turco. Daigle. Melville.
Yes.
Motion carries 9-0.
Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of my colleague, Councilor O'Neill, move to receive item 7G and refer it to Legal Affairs. So moved.
You heard the motion from Counselor McGinn. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Counselor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive late communication number 1 and refer to the tax classification hearing. So moved.
You heard the motion from Councilor McGinn. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive items 2 and 3. I'm sorry, late communications number 2 and late communication number 3, and refer to finance. So moved.
You heard the motion from Councilor McGinn. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a co-motion with Councilor Turco to request that DPS and PMLP install a streetlight on pole 516-2 in the vicinity of 3 Aberdeen Street. So moved.
You heard the motion from Councilor McGinn. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. No further motions, but would like to wish everyone a happy and healthy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Councilor McGinn. Councilor Turco.
No motions, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Councilor Turco. Councilor Daigle.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think outstanding is the motion to receive item 8A.
Nope, we're all good.
We're good there. Okay. Then I am going to make my own motion. There is an ordinance on Martha Terrace that exists with parking restrictions as to the timing of when cars can park there with the center school, and the neighbors are not in favor of having signs up in front of their house despite the motion and ordinance. So I would like to move to, Sergeant Harkins was kind enough to go around to the neighborhood and has consensus that the neighbors would not like the signs in front of their house. So I would like a motion to remove the signs and replace them with signs that say "Do not block driveway," and then on the sign closest to Ellsworth Road say "No parking here to corner." So moved.
You heard the motion from Councilor Daigle. All in favor? Any opposed? It's a vote. Councilor Daigle.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Daigle. Before we adjourn, Councilor Rosnell, did you want to just talk about the events on Saturday?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll be brief. This Saturday will be the holiday stroll. There'll be 2 trolleys going up and down Main Streets with events up at different locations on Main Street, as well as a petting zoo at the church on Washington, culminating with a tree lighting at 4:30. All are welcome, and come on down. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilor. I would accept a motion to adjourn. You heard the motion. We are adjourned. Thank you.